Hey guys, Ryan Melrose here. I thought I'd just talk for a bit while I draw this next page for my hand drawn comic, Father Sorrow in Hell. So, just gonna talk about things that are happening with me. Maybe I'll fool around a bit. But yeah, well, how is everyone? You can leave your answer in the comments. um, but yeah, well, let's get to it. Well, for starters, I want to talk about just an idea on what you can do in terms on making sure you're rewarded for your content, for your content you're putting on YouTube. You know, whether you're a comic artist like me, or you're a tutorial channel, a how-to something channel, a parody channel. You know, whatever it is. Because, well, as we know, with these new changes that YouTube has made, all the smaller channels are suffering. You know, we're not going to be monetized anymore pretty soon, and we're going to be taken off the YouTube Partner Program, which I've already noticed. Even though it's not the 20th yet, the changes are already starting to affect me. Like, I used to get on average, you know, there used to be a time every video I had up to 100 views, and then after a while, on average, I started getting around 30 views. That might have been due to me not being active enough. But yeah, but now I've noticed ever since the new changes have come in for this year, I'm not only getting less than 30 views, I'm starting to notice some of my videos are getting 0. And sometimes, you know, I might be lucky to get 10 views now, and that's it. You know, it's pretty pathetic. Pretty pathetic, really, when you consider I have at least 200 subscribers. But yeah, I don't know. But you know what? That's not going to stop me from creating my content and putting it on YouTube, as well as utilizing all the other places where I can put my content. As some of you may know, I've started a Patreon page, which means if I get support on my Patreon page, basically I get paid for it. I get paid to put content on my Patreon page. I've decided to go with well, when people support my my Patreon page, basically they pay to see any of the content I choose to charge my patrons, which isn't many. Might only be about 10% of my posts. A lot of my other stuff's going to be free to look at. But yeah, so that's one option. That's one option if you're looking to still be paid for your content. Start up a Patreon page. Another thing you can do, this is something I'm doing myself, is you can maybe self-reward yourself. And what I mean by that is okay, what I've done, I've started paying myself to create. Now what I do there is, like, okay, if I'm doing anything related to the content I'm releasing, so, which, as most of you know, I do original art and webcomics. So what I do is I'll pay myself a small hourly rate for every day I work on my comics. So it might only be like $2 an hour, maybe $1, depending on how much I think I can spare. That's not going to affect me financially, because if you do too much, you can end up sinking your own ship or bankrupting yourself. So just $2 an hour. So just $2 an hour, I pay myself working on my comics out of my other income I get. I'm on a, well, never mind where that comes from. I don't like giving out too much personal details about my life, especially financially. But yeah, bottom line is, out of the income I get fortnightly, every day I work on my comics, I pay myself $2 an hour for each hour I spend on my comics. So if I work 4 hours a day on my comics, I'm basically paying myself $8. That's $8. That's $8 a day. And every week I total up whatever that is, and I take it out, and I put it inside a piggy bank, and I use that as a method of saving money. So, and then I'll let that build up for, let's say, a period of 3 months. Whatever's in there, I can put into my account. And because my fortnightly income reimburses me for what I pay to myself anyway, at the end of the 3 months, what's in my account is always bigger. So you can try self-awarding yourself to try keep yourself motivated to keep creating content. You know, should you be one of the unlucky ones that are being terminated because of YouTube's new changes. So yeah, that's just a thought, you know, I thought I'd put out there. You know, because quite frankly, we deserve to be rewarded somehow, and you know, if YouTube's not going to do it, then I feel you need to reward yourself to keep yourself motivated. Annoying plane. We get seaplanes flying around here every day. It's annoying. But I suppose they got a job to do too. But yeah, so yeah, have a think about that, and you know, and if you want to, you know, there's no reason why you can't start a Patreon page too. That it's free to join. It's free to join, and you never know, you might get people supporting your Patreon page, and you might be able to make an income off that. You know, because that's what Patreon is for. It's a platform where creators can get paid for their content, can get paid when people choose to support their content. So yeah, that's definitely not a bad option, and until you start making income off that, you can do what I'm doing, rewarding yourself by paying yourself a small hourly rate every time you work on your content. So if you spend like an hour a day working on a YouTube video, you know, you could pay yourself $2 for that hour and keep tallying it up. You know, if it's really, really small, what you're doing, you know, you could pay yourself out every month if you want to. So let's say you did an hour work on your YouTube video, or your YouTube channel every week. Just an hour every day for 30 days. That's 30 hours. That's 30 hours to $2. 30 hours for that month. That's $60. You'd pay yourself to keep yourself motivated. Which let's face it, that's probably more than what you would have gotten off YouTube anyway. Like if you stop to think about it. And you know, and as long as your whatever your normal day job pays reimburses what you lose, and you keep that amount on the same level. So let's say you started off with $900, and then at the end of the month when you pay yourself out, and then your income comes in, and that goes back to your $900. In 3 months' time, if that $900 is still there by the time your day-to-day income comes in, by the time you deposit what you've paid yourself, that's going to increase what's in there. So if you earned $60 a month just self-awarding yourself, that's $180 every 3 months that you add on to when your wages top your pay up. Well, anyway, this video is about to come to a conclusion now, so I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope I've given you some good advice on what you might be able to do to keep yourself motivated and make content, which is the point of what I'm trying to tell you. Keep yourself motivated. If this is the way to do it, do it. And yeah, I'll be back next time with more original art, and yeah, I'm happy to do more videos like this where I'm just talking as I draw. Anyway, I'll catch you guys next time. Enjoy the free art.